stronger. Wish you were there when I needed you the most.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry that I have been away for so long. It's probably been like 3 weeks or so since I uploaded a makeup tutorial, but just things were just hectic. I've started a new fitness plan with my mom, so that's what we've been doing the whole time. I haven't had the chance to film. Yeah, and also I can only film on weekends just because of the lighting, so that's why I decided to film today. So I came up with this look. And if you want to see how I created this makeup look, then keep on watching. I'm going to start with the brows, and I have brushed my eyebrow hair into place using a spoolie, and now I'm going to be using this Essence eyebrow kit. I've just got the little plastic thingy, just took it out of the box. I'm also going to be using an angled brush. By the way guys, I know that this shade of brown that I used on my brows is way too warm for my liking, but I'll just make sure that next time I won't use such a rich color. To prime my eyes, I'm going to be using the Avon Flawless Concealer. I like this concealer because it's not a very oily concealer. So if I use an oil-based concealer, my eyeshadow will not last at all. So because I've got quite oily lids, I need to go for something that's matte and will really hold that eyeshadow. And I find that this Avon one works amazing for me. It's a little bit too light, but we work with it. But either way, it will still make the eyeshadows pop. So to set the concealer, I'm going to be using this shade right here. So I'm going to make sure there's no lines, and then I'm going to start dabbing it in. This will just make sure that your eyeshadow will glide on into place. So for the brow bone, I'm going to be using the shade right next to it, which is this one. And now to start off, I'm going to be using this shade right here. And this is going to be my first transition shade for my eyes. For the second shade, I am going to be using this one right here. And then I'm going to be using this shade right here. Now I'm going to start by adding some color, and I'm going to be using these two. You start with a little bit and then you add as you go, just so that you don't have too much product to work with. And I'm going purely with that red shade, and I'm going to start applying it. Now for the lid color, I'm going to be using this one first, but I'm going to be using my finger. And then I'm mixing it with this shade, this one right here. For the inner corner, I'm going to be using this white shade. Now for the liner, I'm going to go ahead and apply the Inglot eyeliner in 77. It's my favorite, you guys know it. And I'm just going to add some liner, but not an intense liner. I'm going to apply false lashes, so I'm going to be applying the glue so long so that it can dry. And I'm going to coat my lashes using this Maybelline Lash Sensational Lash Multiplying Mascara, which is really nice. So to kind of hide the band, I'm going to go ahead and apply more liner. So I feel like I want to deepen up the outer corner of my eyes, so I'm going to be using a black shadow, just a matte black shadow from that same palette. By the way, this is like the blackest black that I've ever worked with. That's why I don't dip my brush too much, because the stuff is potent. And I'm just going to blend that. Blends really well though. So for the face, I'm going to be using an Inglot Under Base Makeup Primer. I said Under Base Makeup It's under makeup base, by the way. For foundation, I'm going to be using a MAC foundation, but I'm going to mix it to make it lighter, so I will BRB. Now that I've got my color, I'm going to start applying it all over my face. And I'm just going to buff it out using a kabuki brush. I'm only going to add a little bit of concealer. I'm going to be using that same Avon. To set everything into place, I'm going to be using my Essence translucent powder. So for bronze, I'm going to be using the MAC Give Me Sun, but got a new trick because I found that my bronzer always used to come out very blotchy. So now, instead of rubbing it in and like going back and forth, I actually just dab it in, if that makes sense. Okay. And for contour, I'm using the MAC Press Blot Powder, and I'm going to be doing the same thing, just in the hollows of the cheeks. For blush, I've been eyeing out this baby pink, so I don't know if you can see. I'm going to be using that as my blush today. And for highlights, I'm going to be using the Inklots mixed with Gosh Cosmetics and mixed with MAC Silver Dusk. And I'm going to be using this brush to blend everything in. I'm also going to be using it a little bit on the inner corners before finishing off the eyes. For the lower lash line, I'm going to be using that shade, which is the darker red. And then I'm going to be using that black just on the outer corner and then just a dark brown. For the lips, I'm going to be using this Rimmel Lasting Finish liner in the shade Wild Clover. And I'm going to line my lips. So then I just used this NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick in the shade Baby Doll. Now to end this look, I'm going to be using just a mascara to coat my bottom lashes. So this is the end of this makeup tutorial. I decided to do a sunset eyes makeup look just because autumn kind of inspires me. So this is what I came up with. If you enjoyed this makeup look, please give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends. It's a very simple makeup look. You can wear it any time of the year. I had so much fun creating this look for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also show me some love in the comment section because I love to hear from you guys. Yes.